What do we want? Questions video. When do we want it? Caffeine! Hey guys, how you doing? So today I wanted to make a questions video because I haven't done one in a long ass time. I don't know, like 6 months, maybe more. I tweeted out Ask Solo on Twitter and also on Facebook, and you guys gave me some pretty awesome questions. So today I wanted to give you my answers to those questions. If I can figure out how to speak right, because I'm so caffeinated. Pipe down, Julian. All right, great way to start it off. What's your favorite way to get caffeinated? Lately, I've been a fan of pouring a smaller 5-hour energy shot into a bigger Red Bull can, because then you get double the caffeine and all the vitamins, minerals, and stimulants. Can you see yourself being a dad? And also, are you going to VidCon? Yeah, of course I can see myself being a dad. I really want to have a little baby girl. I would love a son too. I think it'd be really, really cool to be a dad. I feel like at some point in my life, I'm gonna have a kid. I just don't know when. I feel like I'm a little young for it right now, but I want to have a kid. I want to do it at the right time. I feel like having a kid is the ultimate life experience, and I feel like my life would be pretty unfulfilled if I didn't do that. I just want to make sure it's at the right time. Yes, we're going to VidCon, I think. I should be there. Barring any weird circumstances, I will be at VidCon. And playlist. Dream UFC fight, any fighters retired or not. It would be Lyoto Machida fighting Anderson Silva with Demetrius Johnson on Anderson Silva's shoulders, while Randy Couture does handstands. Like, he doesn't even fight. He's just doing handstands and cartwheels around the perimeter of the octagon. And Lyoto Machida can only throw the left kick, which is probably enough to beat all three of those guys anyway. Did you ever picture your life the way it is today a few years back? Absolutely not. A few years back I was in college, so when you're in college you're just thinking about classes, and I was like completely lost. I had no idea what I wanted to do, so I didn't have any picture of what my life would be, but it was definitely not this, and that's just kind of a testament to how life just kind of takes you where it takes you, which is crazy. The best ab exercise to get abs, it's called eating spinach instead of pizza. When do you think your merch will be out? All right, so I have the ideas for my merch ready. I have a couple shirts ideas, a couple different logos and sayings that I want to put on merch. I am just in the process of pursuing a website or a store to hold my merch. It's going to be probably at least a month until you guys see it out, or I tell you anything about it being in stores, because there are just things that need to happen, and I'm doing it as fast as I can because I want you guys to have it. But it's gonna be sick, because there's gonna be the Let's Get Caffeinated, and then I'm gonna have multiple other things that you guys can buy. So I will let you know. I'll obviously keep you posted on that, but not yet. Very soon though. When is the Nightmare Fuel music video coming out? You know what? I don't have a date for you, but I don't think it will be long till I have an idea to make a creepy song music video, and I make Jenna help me with it, and it becomes a thing. So probably not far off. What's the best thing about having and Peach? Every single day, having Peach is just more and more rewarding. The other night on New Year's, Peach was just like sleeping in my lap, and I like looked at her and I was like, I'm so proud of this dog. She's come such a long way from the little whining, peeing everywhere puppy that she once was, and now she's just like the best dog ever, and I love her more every single day. So the experience I have with her is, can't put it into words. I love her so much. You guys need to have a dog to experience what I'm talking about. Biggest turnoff. I think the biggest turnoff for me in a person is when they are very quick to find negative in things. In any situation, the first thing that they see is a negative, which is why I'm with Jenna, because she's positive as shit, and she's very good at seeing the good things and the happy things in life. Explain your header. No. How does this picture make you feel? Just inspired, motivated, happy, sad, a little bit turned on. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what food would it be? I would probably have to pick sushi, because sushi is just so good, and I get tired of sushi way slower than I get tired of any other food. Like, I'll get tired of Chipotle before I get tired of sushi. So sushi, if I could eat it for the rest of my life. If you had to pick between never having caffeine or never having Chipotle, which would it be and why? My answer to this is never having Chipotle, because if I never had caffeine, I would feel sad all the time, except for when I was eating Chipotle. But if I had caffeine all the time, I would have the energy and the mind power, because of the caffeine, to seek the satisfaction that Chipotle once gave me elsewhere. even if that means creating my own Chipotle chain and putting Chipotle out of fucking business. Caffeine is magical. Never underestimate caffeine. Do you see yourself marrying Jenna? So many of you wanted to know that. Yes, I absolutely could see myself marrying Jenna. Like I said before when I was talking about having kids, just not right now. And I know that she's not ready for it right now, and at some point when I decide it's time for me to get married, Jenna is the girl that I see that happening. Are you excited for the UFC fights tomorrow? Fuck yeah, I'm so excited. I really want to see Jon Jones just put Daniel Cormier out of his misery. It's always fucking fun watching Jon Jones fight. He's so talented. Whatever you think of him as a person, he's just crazy talented. And I love UFC pay-per-views. They get me so excited. We're gonna be eating wings and watching the fights. How do you feel when people recognize you in public? Can you tell they notice you before they say something? Well, yeah, it's from the first time this happened to any time it happens now. It's just wild that people come up to me and they say, hey, how you doing? I know who you are. Like, I watch you and Jenna's video. Like, it just still kind of takes me a second to understand what's happening, because the fact that people know who I am, it still is just like a crazy thing to me. But it's always awesome, the experience of meeting people. They're always very, very nice. They always just want a picture, and I'm never ever gonna say no to that. If I were to ask someone for a picture, it would be the most traumatizing thing to have them say no. So of course I'm always gonna oblige, and everyone's always so nice. So the experience of people recognizing me is very, very positive, very sweet. Still kind of crazy to me that it happens to me. And also sometimes, yeah, you can tell they recognize you just by how they're acting. What is your favorite gluten-free beer or cider? Ever thought about making your own? Well, right now I'm big on Omission gluten-free beer, New Planet. Those are my two favorite gluten-free beers. My cider of choice would probably have to be Strongbow off the tap. I really love that. I've never thought about making my own, but Schrader Brau, I think, has a gluten-free line coming out. I might be able to buy that. No, I love the idea of maybe brewing my own beer. I think that could be really cool. Sell my own gluten-free beer, make it in my garage, have all the balls explode, and have Marie come and check on me. Jesus, Marie! Where has Mock been? Mock's been all over the place. I think she might be around for a video sometime soon to tell you what she's been up to. Is Jenna a mouth breather? No, Jenna is not a mouth breather. Nike or Adidas? Honestly, I've been Nike like my whole life, but lately Adidas has been really fucking stepping it up. Like, I just got some shoes. I got my Adidas soccer pants. You can't beat those soccer pants. Okay, Adidas, I see what you're doing lately. How are you liking Destiny? I really like it. I'm not that good at it, but I really like it. If you could eat one gluten-full food with no consequences, what would it be? Like dim sum, like a dinner of unlimited dim sum, like the meat pockets and everything like that. Oh my God. Because pizza, you can get gluten-free. Pasta, sushi, everything you can get gluten-free. But those dim sum plates with like the dumplings, you can't really make that or find that. At least I can't. And I really, really used to love that when I was a kid before I went gluten-free. Obviously I'm gluten-free now because I'm celiac, but that would probably be a dim sum, like an unlimited dim sum experience. I'd have to be carried out of the restaurant. How did you become such a wonderful chef? The bacon mac and cheese looked superb. I'm not a wonderful chef. I just cook whatever the hell I want, and I don't really follow recipes. I'm not a chef. When I was a kid, my mom always would have me help her in the kitchen with recipes, and my mom loved to cook. So I guess just like watching and helping her made me into a person who really enjoys cooking, even if it's just like the shittiest version of cooking ever. What advice would you give to someone newly diagnosed with celiac? This is my new reality and I'm rather overwhelmed at navigating this new life. Well, friend, I'm sorry about your new diagnosis, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. You just need to completely adjust the way you think about foods. Luckily, we're in the year 2015 where there's gluten-free foods at a lot more places than there used to be. Think about what you would miss most about eating gluten foods and find ways to make them gluten-free, because they exist now. There is so much information on the internet now to help you navigate and find your foods, and restaurants are getting on board. Keep your mind open. If you see something that you want to eat and you can't eat it, just find a way to make it, because it exists. Except for dim sum, maybe. I don't know. How much eggs could two Iggy's eggs if Iggy's could Iggy eggs? Yes. How did you start weightlifting? How did you find your drive to do it? Were you nervous about the competition? I started weightlifting because in college, and I guess high school a little bit too, you trained in the weight room by doing certain variations of Olympic weightlifting. You do the clean, power snatch. You know, when I discovered Olympic weightlifting as a sport, I just like went right into it in terms of like watching YouTube videos and teaching myself, because I felt like I already had a base of it from playing baseball. But yes, I was very nervous for the competition because I went in there with no coach, no plan, no idea what I was doing, and I just kind of wanted to compete, to put myself out there. I'm definitely happy I did it, although I know that the next time I compete, it's gonna be a lot better and I'm gonna have a coach. But yes, if you find something that you like doing, even if it's a little bit foreign to you or you don't have exactly a great idea of what you're doing, if you like doing it, that's what you have to remember. So you do it because of that. And if you're nervous for something, that normally means it's a good thing, because you're putting yourself outside your comfort zone. That to me is something that you should be doing in your life. You know, if you don't do that, you don't know where the comfort zone ends. That's my answer to that question. I wanna say thank you to everyone who sent in questions today. We got Ask Solo trending on Twitter, which was fucking so cool. But thank you guys for asking all your questions. I always appreciate the fact that you guys want to participate in these videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about me. I'll be back next week with vlogs as usual. But thanks again for watching. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you leg getters next week.